Teen Titans Go! To the movies. First off, if you don't like Teen Titans Go, the series, don't go and see this film. You will probably, in all likelihood, hate it. Me, I like the show. I know, it's not as good as Teen Titans. I know, you don't have to tell me. The whole voice cast is here from the series. You've got Greg Sipes, Scott Menville, Carrie Payton, Tara Strong, Hayden Walsh. Why are your names so difficult to remember and pronounce? Seriously, I had to read them off the screen there. I'm terrible with names at the best of times. Jesus. Will Arnett voices Slade, and yes, it's a comedy version like everything else. Slade is constantly trying to distract the Titans by basically doing that pantomime thing by saying, look, yeah, it's that kind of film. Jimmy Kimmel voices Batman. Not that I noticed because he doesn't say much. And without a word of a lie, they got Nicolas Cage to voice Superman. If you don't know why that's funny, just look up Tim Burton's Superman Lives. Robin is basically trying to be taken seriously. Whatever. But to do that, he realises that all serious superheroes have their own movies, and the only way he'll get his own movie is if he has an arch-villain, which is where he's trying to get Slade to be his arch-villain and take him seriously, you see. And, yeah, it goes about as well as you might expect initially. The first 30 minutes of this film is your typical Teen Titans Go thing. It's the usual style of comedy. Although I will admit that about 30 minutes in, round about the time they were making an extended joke about pooping in a non-functioning toilet. Yeah, again, it's that kind of film. It started to... What's the word I'm searching for? It started to get a bit insufferable. And I'm a fan of the show. And I started to think that this film got a bit insufferable around the 30-minute mark. The problem is that the film had been mostly humour, and it hadn't really focused, I felt, on the plot up until then. I knew that Robin was trying to get his own movie, but he didn't really focus on it. It seemed to be mostly jokes up until that point, and yeah, it was starting to wear on me at the 30-minute mark. Fortunately, afterwards, the film deemed to focus more on the actual story. It still had the sense of humour, but it had more focus, and I felt once that happened, the film was back to being interesting and not insufferable anymore. The last hour of the film, in my opinion, they didn't drop the ball again. I think another reason for the film being a bit insufferable in the first 30 minutes is normally you only have to cope with them doing the same thing for 11 minutes, because that's the length of the episodes usually in the series. This went on for 30 minutes. It was a bit much. As something I really didn't expect from this film, there's a Stan Lee cameo. Stan Lee is Marvel. Someone does point out that he's in the wrong franchise, and he's like, oh crap, go. And yeah, that was funny. At least 3 times in the film, the Teen Titans come up against a situation that they can't really get out of, until Raven pipes up and says, why don't we just use a portal? Oh yeah, why don't we just use a portal? Yeah, we should probably use portals more often. Yeah, we don't use them very frequently, do them? We should definitely use them more often. They take the mickey out of superhero films in general. You can sort of imagine it as sort of like a kid-friendly Deadpool in that respect, I suppose. And the last 20-25 minutes maybe, the focus switches more to the Teen Titans fighting against Slade, and the humour takes a temporary back seat. And that was a bit of a surprise for me as well. Do you know, there were a couple of moments in that final stretch where it almost felt like Teen Titans Go was kind of becoming like regular Teen Titans. It was a bit weird to see. It's like it didn't get super serious, but it's like it suddenly focused on the action and wasn't so interested in being funny anymore, except for the very, very final stretch. They got all serious. It was good. This is most definitely a kid's film. And I know that kids will like it because there was a party of about 24 odd, literally, they had pointed hats and everything, about 24 assorted kids and a smattering of adults. And in the funny bits, the kids were laughing a lot. I'll give Teen Titans Go to the movies 7 out of 10. If I did like fractions on my scale, like 0.5 or whatnot, I might give it a 6.5. It just about edges a 7 for me. This is exactly what you expect. It's Teen Titans Go. It's an hour and a half long. It's an extended episode, but it's surprisingly well written and paced, actually. It won't be to everyone's taste, though. The sense of humour, I know, and obviously everyone likes Teen Titans, and Teen Titans Go isn't as popular, it divides people. So, but the way I look at it is this. Having one doesn't ruin the other, nor stop it from existing. You can like both of them, or just one of them, whatever. And I always I compare Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go as being somewhat similar to Tim Burton's Batman and Adam West's Batman. I like both of them for different reasons, but I can enjoy them both. And that's how I feel about Teen Titans Go. I quite like the series, and I quite like this film as well. So that was Teen Titans Go to the movies. 7 out of 10, just about a good film, I think. It's nothing groundbreaking or earth-shattering, but I liked it for what it was. And yeah, I know that Teen Titans Go is not universally liked. I know that Teen Titans is the superior series. I know. Don't bother to tell me that. So what did you think of my video? Probably not a lot. Leave a like or dislike down below. What did you think of the film? Or haven't you seen it yet and have no intention of? Feel free to leave a comment. Be gentle. And if you can bear to click the subscribe button, I suppose you can do that as well after this. I'm not sure you'd want to, but feel free to do it. I have lots of other videos on here as well. See you next time.